What's up? Welcome back. I hope you're all doing really well, and I hope you're in the mood for a good action-packed novel, because that's what I've got for you today. It's The Midas Legacy by Andy McDermott. This was part of my TBR challenge with myself. And this is basically, like, if y'all don't know who Andy McDermott is, this is part of his Nina Wilde and Eddie Chase series, which is a action-adventure, like, archaeological, mythological, a little bit of everything series. Though you do have to suspend your disbelief, including of like the laws of, nature, like physics and stuff, which I love that they call themselves out on it in this novel. This is the 12th book in the series, and Nina Chase is Nina Wilde, who is now Nina Chase, but she doesn't go by that name because she worked freaking hard for her, doctorate in her position, and she's keeping her name whether she's married or not. But she's a famous archaeologist that keeps finding all this stuff that is supposedly, just myth, like Atlantis. And in this one, they, start off of, she wrote a book about her exploits that made her famous, aka finding Atlantis. And it's now being turned into this, action-packed novel or movie featuring, like, their, best friend, big movie star guy. And so they go to the screening, and she's talking all this crap about how horrible it is because they changed the name to something more exciting, and it's so unbelievable. That totally wouldn't have happened. Those characters wouldn't have survived that. That's unbelievable. No, they got it wrong. And Eddie's just sitting there next to her laughing at her. But we did do that. And we did survive that. And that is what happened. Like, we did that and we survived that. And so you were able to write the book that they turned into a movie. She's like, it's not the same. But yeah, it is. She just can't admit that they don't ever do anything that they would actually live through if it was the real world. So that cracked me up from the beginning. And then we find out that, supposedly, like, her family is all dead. Or so she's been led to believe, but she's got a mysterious granny that's, hey, so let me tell you about this stuff about your mom, where she said that I was dead, but that's because she hates me because I didn't want her to marry your dad. And drags her into all this stuff, sending her on a quest to go fulfill their Midas legacy and find King Midas's golden cave. That supposedly, like, an old, way generations back family member visited, and then they can't ever find it again, and it's up to her to find it now. And, like, not even 100 pages in, she does, and it might not look it, but this is over 600 pages. Normally, they don't find it till, like, the end, and then they're running for their lives from the bad guys who want to steal her discovery because it's going to net them a crap ton of money and, therefore, power. And she is running for her life from, these bad guys that want what she found in the cave and are willing to murder everybody for it because, gold. But, yeah. It's more running for their lives and going, y'all are greedy pricks. And I like that this does kind of make her more realistic, and because at this point she has a 3-year-old daughter. And she's like, I want to be a good mom. I love my child. I would do anything for my child, but I wish I didn't have one because I want to go back to the life that I used to have, but now I can't because I have to worry about my child. Like, it starts off with, well, you could be doing this, except for you no longer have a deep diving certification because you let it lapse when you got knocked up and have been chasing this, baby around so long, you haven't had time to go and get recertified, so you get to watch us from the camera while somebody else does it. So, admittedly, all my children are 4-legged, but yeah, that's very much I have a feeling a lot of people feel that way, but it's very taboo to say that you also would like your pre-child life, but you still love your child. So we get a lot of that in here, as well as family dynamics, and of course, action-packed, all over the place, running from the bad guy who is, like, I'm going to kill you because I want the gold. And they touch on some interesting scientific, principles in this, and kind of a save the world, hiding the discovery kind of deal. So it's just good old action-packed, tongue-in-cheek at first, kind of suspend disbelief goodness. So go check this one out. Check out that whole series if you can accept that. Yeah, there are times when they will go diving off a cliff into, onto rocky shores, and with an explosion at their back, and not even get, like, a scrape. It's like, you crashed into this rock at 100 miles an hour, and slammed your head into, like, this big rock at the end of it. You'd be dead, but, I'ma just limp it off. Yeah, like, that's kind of like what their main people go through, so not believable, but so much freaking fun. So, yep, again, Andy McDermott, The Midas Legacy. Go check this one out, and I will see you soon. Bye. Happy reading.